Hello everyone. Today in this video I am going to cover about full wave bridge rectifier circuit. In that we'll see about the how is the working of the full wave bridge rectifier and the derivation of ripple factor, efficiency, and next is the comparison of the full wave and half wave rectifiers. See, last class I discussed about the center tap full wave rectifier. It's due to some disadvantages we are using the full wave bridge rectifier. Bridge rectifier consists of construction is in the form of a bridge. It consists of the 4 diodes here. I'll show the circuit diagrams here. See, it consists of the 4 diodes. Connection you have to remember of the this bridge rectifier. How you can remember the connection means, see, this end should become anode and this end should come cathodes, that is D1, D2, D3, D4. See here, D3 and D4, this end should come anode, that is positive. D1 and D2, this end should come negative, that is a cathode. This will become A, B, C, and this is end D. So how is the working? We'll see now. I'll show waveform now first. Okay. During positive cycle, what happen? This end will become positive, A and C end will become negative. Positive means which diode will work here? Positive to anode. Which is anode? This side a D1. So D1 will be conducting, and this side is a negative. Negative to cathode. Where is cathode? D4. So during positive half cycle, D1 and D4 will conduct, and D3 and D2 will not conduct. That time current will start to flow from D1 to load resistor R, load side, and next to the D4, and next to complete this path. So D1 and D4 is on, and next D1 and D2 is off here. Okay. Next, during negative half cycle, positive half cycle, D1, D4 conducts. So you will be getting the waveform. And during negative half cycle, which side is on? During negative half cycle, this end will become negative and this end will become positive. So negative to which side is conducting now? And no, negative is connected to the cathode, then it is again the forward bias, and positive to the anode. Which one? D2. So D3 and D2 is conducting now. So conducts the current conduction is 2 from the D3, and next to the here, next to the load resistor R, next to the D2, and it will complete the path. That time during negative half cycle also the full wave bridge rectifier conducts. So D1 and D2 is on, D1 and D2 and D3 is on, D1 and D4 is off. Again negative half cycle also it conducts. So in this full wave bridge rectifier also conducts during positive and negative half cycles. Same derivations as in the center tap full wave rectifier I have explained in the last video. So that is the formula just I written. Same ripple factor, efficiency 81.2%, peak inverse voltage will be here in Vm, and next ripple frequency is equal to twice the input frequency. Just we'll see comparison of rectifiers now. Just to observe the rectifiers comparison. Half wave rectifier we have used 1 diode, full wave rectifiers 2 diode, bridge rectifiers 4 diodes. Ripple factor you got in the half wave 1.21, next in the full wave 0.48, bridge also 0.48. Efficiency in the half wave 40.6%, in the full wave 81.2%, bridge also 81.2%. Peak inverse voltage in the half wave Vm, full wave 2 Vm, bridge rectifier again Vm. Center tap transformer is only required for the full wave center tap rectifier. Here it will require, other things no need. Next, ripple frequency in the half wave same as the input signal frequency. In the full wave rectifier double, and here also bridge also it is a double. Just I given some formulas in the table format for your reference. Just you can observe so that you can remember the formulas whichever I used in the derivations. You have to remember so that you can use the derivations easily. Thank you.